Hello, welcome to episode 7. We're talking about the ports. This will be the ports for my cruise, which was September the 10th through the 17th of this year. We did the Eastern Caribbean route. It was a 7-day cruise that consisted of 3 ports and 3 sea days. So, our itinerary we boarded the ship, and then we had a sea day, and we had Nassau after that, which I thought was strange. Why you needed a sea day to get from Port Canaveral to Nassau? I mean, that's an overnight trip basically all the time. But anyway,
It's just your typical having a sea day the first day.
Yeah, it was, I guess, but it was obviously could have been an overnight stop. But anyway, then we did another sea day after that. And then we did Amber Cove and then Grand Turk back to back, and then it ended in a sea day. So,
I think 2 sea days, wasn't it?
no, we had 1 to end. 3 total. So with that, we had 3 sea days, so we had 3 port stops on our trip. We went to Nassau as the first stop, and from there we tried out the new Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville at Nassau. We're like everybody else. We've been to Nassau what feels like 100 times, even though it's not. And it was just, let's do something different. It's new, it's nice, it's clean, it's all that. It's within walking distance of the pier, and that's what we decided to do. The pier. We were at the last berth of the pier, I guess you could say, to where it was at the end of the pier. I had to walk all. It was a lot longer walk than I expected it to be, and we don't care to walk or anything like that, but it was really hot that day. It was a good 15-20 minute walk in the hot sun, so it was a long walk, and probably it's certainly cheaper than getting a taxi, and probably safer too, but it is a good little haul, but it is definitely walkable. And we did that, and we booked this through resortforaday.com, not directly with Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. So you give them a credit card, you pay like a $30 deposit, and you pay the Margaritaville the balance when you get to check in there at the port. And you can rent lockers for like $7 or $8 or something like that there as well. But with that, I guess one of the perks there was, the adults were $87 each, and then children 5 and under are free. So we had to pay for 2 adults only. So we all 3 got in for like $174 or something like that. So even though it was for 2 people.
Does that include food or anything?
That does not. No, that is nothing. I mean, you can buy food, you can buy water, they take credit cards and all that. So, I mean, it was, the food's rather pricey, but you sort of expect that when they've kind of got you.
I assume y'all didn't eat.
We did not. We nearly had a heat stroke to avoid buying a bottle of water and finally gave in. So, but we've got different plans for next time we go off with buying water bottles and stuff. But there is a McDonald's within a block or so of the Margaritaville that if you wanted to leave and go walk there, you could. I mean, we didn't, but whatever, that is an option. So,
I don't know about going to McDonald's where you eat McDonald's on a cruise ship.
But I mean, if you're there but it's certainly got to be cheaper than eating the food there.
Yeah.
But it was a nice area. I mean, the water slide, one of the water slides was broke for the toddler area because, I said our son's, he was 3.5 there at this time. So that was broke. And then, he did the splash pad a little bit. You can walk out to the beach. They have beach stuff there as well that you get access to. You can go out there. We did that for a little bit. But the thing he liked the most, which was day one and become a common theme at every port stop, was the 0 entry pool, to where you kind of walk in and you just gradually get steeper as you go. And it's good for kids that age because they can walk to whatever depth that they're comfortable or you're comfortable with them at, and it's just a really neat thing. He loved it and that kind of stuff. So he didn't want to ride the water slides because he wants one of his parents to ride with him. You can't ride 2 people on a water slide, even though he's tall enough. So that he didn't want to do it because of that. So we didn't do the water slides after they got them open. So they did open them up. So that was sort of disappointing, but that's on him, not them. So, but he loved the pool, stayed there the majority of the day, and that's where we spent till about 3 o'clock or 2:30 or something, and came in. So,
but I know Nassau has a bad reputation, and I agree with the masses. There's not much to do there.
They are building now.
Yeah.
The construction.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the progress on the pier.
I heard end of the year, first of the year, but it looks like to me they got a long way to go. I know they've had a lot of COVID delays, as you'd expect. So, but I mean, yeah, they're making progress. They're working, and hopefully No, they will not be available next time I go. So it'll still be in a mess when we go next time. So, but yeah, it was a neat deal. You know, they have a lazy river that we did as well. I left that part out. They have a flow rider, which I'm assuming cost extra, but I didn't do that. But anyway, it was a good relaxing day. You know, would I do it again for that kind of money? Certainly wouldn't when I get to the point of buying.
Pricey
It is. If I get to the point where I have to buy 3 tickets, certainly not. But with just 2, it wasn't too bad. But we just want to do something different other than shop and hang out at the pool. And we haven't been on a cruise in 4 years, and just do something different. So, but I mean, it's nice and it's clean, it's safe, and if that's what you're looking for, go for it. The kids will have fun anywhere. It's just a matter of is it worth the money it costs to do it. So, second stop, Amber Cove. We did what practically everybody does when they go to Amber Cove. We just did the public pool there in the splash pad area, which I think everybody does that in the free lounge chairs. You buy food there as well.
One thing about Amber Cove is that a lot of people assume it's a beach.
No, I didn't see a beach.
But it's not. There's no beach there. It's just it is a private island, but like sort of a private island.
There's shopping there.
But there's shopping and there's a pool, but there is no beach.
The Carnival Liberty followed us around from this point on, so it felt like all trip, and it was there too that day, and it was crowded. Far as the pool was crowded, but you expected, but you can still get a spot that you want to. The little splash pad area, which we'll put pictures of, our son loved it with the little slides and this, that, and the other, and it was a neat area.
Yeah,
so.
That's a big pool, and they got a couple like big slides.
They had that's another zero entry pool that sort of gets into a lazy river there. That's that he liked a little. We did that a little bit, but that was pretty neat. So
if you're looking for a more adventurous excursion there, the one time I've been to Amber Cove, they have a waterfall excursion, and that goes back 3 or 4 years. But and you get to like jump off the waterfall and swim in them and slide down them and that kind of stuff. There's 27 total. The official one will only give you to like 7. If you want to do all 27, you got to do independent. But it's more of an adventure excursion. That's really neat. That I'll probably do again next time.
And we were there a pretty long time. I think it's fairly standard there, mainly because we're going to Grand Turk close by the next day, so you got a long time to do stuff. So, yeah, we stayed there until we wanted to. You can buy Nathan's hot dogs and stuff like that there. Once again, we wound up, other than the splash pad, we'd go back and forth to the splash pad to the zero entry pool that they had as well. So, back to that. Then last day, Grand Turk, which we had went in thinking it was going to be a beach day. We started out on the beach. 30 minutes into the day, he was done with the beach. I don't know. Because that's a very rocky beach, and then the beach that's not rocky was just packed, and this, that, and the other. So we wound up after about 30 minutes of the beach going to the zero entry pool there at Margaritaville, which I think half of the people from 2 ships were at. But I mean, it was crowded.
That's a crowded place.
But I mean, we still got to do what we wanted to do, and it was good, fun, relaxing day. And common theme was zero entry pools every day.
Yeah, and I think Grand Turk's your easy port, and just walk off and go to the beach or the pool, whichever one you want to do.
They're good, cheap ways to do stuff. Where you
yeah,
don't spend money.
I know I had recommended Jack Shack to you, but I know that's a little bit of a walk.
Too far of a walk with all that stuff. So.
But Jack Shacks, they sold recently, from what I heard. So the old owners with the dogs, Topher and Calypso, R.I.P. Topher, is not there. There's under new management.
Yeah, I didn't talk to anybody on the cruise that done that on ours, but I don't know what that means. But yeah, it was good, fun, safe, relaxing times, and there is a little bit of shopping on this itinerary, but if you want to do a whole lot of shopping, this is not. They have the Diamonds International and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, we didn't partake in we didn't buy. I don't think we bought a single souvenir other than some stuff on the ship.
Yeah, those
off the ship we bought nothing. Yeah,
pool type.
Yeah. But if you got a kid that age, what else are you going to do? Which is, so it was good times, though. All right. Coming up next.
And then we're not going to rate the ports because we've been there so many. They all kind of run together.
Nobody cares about our ratings.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next time.